Hello everybody, today I have some highlights from a 6-hour grinding session from after my Twitch stream yesterday, and we got a few really nice trophies, but unfortunately my game audio was slightly behind the video for some reason. I tried to fix it as much as I could, but it might still sound a bit off, so I apologize for that. But before we start, if you enjoy what I do here, consider subscribing and turning notifications on, and if you want to help my channel grow, be sure to like the video, because liking the video shows YouTube that you like the content, and that in turn makes the video get shown to more people. And this goes for any YouTuber you guys watch. If you enjoy their content, liking their videos is one of the biggest ways that you can help them. But with that being said, let's get straight into today's video. Ooh, there we go. So that's a level 4 right there. This is the first decent thing I've found today. Let's go ahead and try to take this guy down, if he'll just turn for us. And that will seal the deal. Nice, that's a decent little buck. Alright, here's that level 4 mule deer. Let's go ahead and see what this guy scores. Since the scoring estimates are pretty bugged, I'm not actually sure what to expect from this guy. It is a 262 actually, that's a lot higher than I thought it would be. That's a pretty solid mule buck. Definitely a very wide one. Very nice looking. I like that. Like that one a lot. And yeah, it's a decent gold. It's a decent ways into the gold score, so that's nice. Ooh, so that's a Piebald doe actually. This is the smaller pattern on it, unfortunately, but we definitely want to take her along with this. So we got the buck down, but this little doe looks like she's gonna get away, unfortunately. We might be able to get a shot here. Yeah, there's no way we hit either of those, unfortunately. We got the level 4 though. I'm not too worried about the doe. We can always get her later, but it's just a small pattern anyway, so it doesn't really matter. It's not that good of a trophy, and we already got the good pattern the other day. So we at least have one female that's the decent piebald pattern. Now, the goal that I've got today is to try and find a diamond mule deer, but it's not been looking so good. I've been finding a lot of ones that have been really close, but nothing that's quite been on diamond yet, so it's been kind of unfortunate, but we have had quite a few level 4s. And like I was saying in my last video, I have noticed that the second I went through and killed off all of those initial spawn bucks, everything does seem to be spawning in at the correct level now, so level 4s are once again level 4s instead of showing up as level 5s like they were previously. So that is good. I might join a little bit of multiplayer later to see if I can find any good deer on those servers. But for now, I think I'm just going to stick to farming my own maps. But we're off to a decent start. We got a couple nice level 4s. And this rack in particular does look pretty good, so I'm okay with that. Alright, so that's a pretty good looking level 4 right there. So we're probably going to try and take this guy down. There's a couple other decent bucks that I've seen. Ooh, and there's also a piebald. I actually didn't see that at first. I was gonna look at this little guy right here, but I'm not able to get a good look at what he is. But he does look to be just as big as this other 4. So I guess we'll try to take the 4 and then get the piebald that's back there. It shouldn't spook after this first shot. That's really cool. I definitely want to get that down. It's definitely something we want to get down. I just don't know if we're going to be able to get it from here, but it is kind of getting in a spot where we might be able to take a shot. I think once it puts its head up and the other one puts its head down, we should be able to take the shot. Or that works too. So that should get him down, I would imagine. Or not. I guess we missed somehow. We'll try to get a little closer and maybe get a second shot into him. I don't want to lose him though, because that is a nice buck. Alright, so there he is. We might be able to get a shot in him from here. If he stops, then I'll probably take the shot. But it does look like he's running back maybe, so we might actually be able to get closer. Alright, so we just spooked him off again. I actually didn't know he was that close. We'll probably wait for him to stop running, and then he should be in a good enough spot to where we can shoot him. If he stops at all, which it's looking like he's going to be stubborn. That's unfortunate. I really want to get a second shot in him to make sure he doesn't get screwed up, because we could get a gold out of him, I believe. Yeah, this will definitely be our chance once he goes a little more broadside. That scared me for a second though. I thought we missed again, but we did get it down. Now let's go ahead and find that level 4. In fact, it looks like it didn't run too far, thankfully. We do have some more mule deer over here that I haven't looked at, so maybe there'll be something decent, but don't see anything yet. Let's go ahead and pick this level 4 up. It's a 246. That's actually a really solid looking level 4. I really like this particular rack. It just looks so good. It reminds me of the Hunter Classics Mule Deer. Very nice looking. Very, very nice. This is honestly what I think of when I think of mule deer. That is absolutely amazing looking. One of the best racks they've come out with for the TruRACS Mules. Alright, here we go. Here's that little piebald. That is so cool that we were able to find one, but I'm kind of sad it was this rack. I don't really like this rack too much, but it's still cool. A 202 silver piebald mule deer. Once again though, not the prettiest looking one. So that is kind of unfortunate, but still cool nonetheless. Alright, so we have this little level 4 buck right here. It's definitely a decent one. This should score about the same as some of the other ones that we've killed today. Honestly, these score estimates are very confusing because they're just not accurate at all. Right now, I've noticed that almost all of my score estimates are, for some reason, way higher or way lower than what the actual score is, so I'm not really sure what's going on there. This patch has all kinds of strange bugs with the scoring, so hopefully they'll get that all ironed out within a relatively short amount of time, because it definitely throws me off. Hopefully it's not going to be too difficult to fix though. Alright, here we go. Let's get a look at this nice level 4. It seemed like it was a pretty decent buck, and yeah, that's definitely a nice one. Let's go ahead and grab it. It's probably going to be around 240s, I would imagine. 253 actually, so it's a little bit higher than I thought, but definitely a nice looking mule deer buck. Definitely a nice looking buck. It's a very even one actually. Yeah, this thing is really even. Nice, I like it. Overall, a solid mule deer. Nothing to complain about, and that'll be really good for respawns because the ultimate goal is going to be to get a diamond. As I believe I was saying earlier in this recording, it's honestly hard to remember. It's been quite a while since I started now. I haven't had the best luck, but besides that piebald, we've just found a few level 4s. Not really anything too insane, so hopefully by the end of the day we'll be able to get something at least half decent. There we go, there's a level 4. It's actually been a little while since I've seen a level 4, so I'm happy to see another one. We've been going on for quite a while now. Somehow that other deer got in front of this 4, and because of that I don't think we hit him super great. Although it is losing health, so maybe we did. But I don't think I'm going to include every single level 4 I kill, otherwise the video is going to be pretty long. Because I do plan on grinding for quite some time in hopes of finding a diamond by the end of the day. But I'll try to show as many different racks as I can. Like this guy right here is a little bit different than some of the 4s that I've shown previously, so we'll take a look at him and see how his antlers are looking. You know, this lake right here honestly just continues to amaze me. It's always been such a consistent lake when it comes to providing good trophies very consistently, and that's definitely an interesting rack. That's an interesting looking rack for sure, and it scored 218, and that's a level 4. This seems to be a very small one, because this is actually a antler for one of the level 3s, but this side's a level 4 antler, so that could be why it scores a little bit below gold, so that's interesting. Good to know that you can get level 4s that score silver. But let's go ahead and exit out of that, and we'll keep looking around, see if we can find anything a little bit better. Ooh, wait a minute, that's either a dilute or an albino. I can't tell from this angle. It's probably just a dilute, but that very well could be an albino too, but we just can't get a good angle on it. No, I think that actually is an albino. That is pretty awesome. I've noticed I've been finding a decent amount of albinos since this patch went live. We got that absolute monster level 4 albino at the very beginning of the day. And then during my live stream, I actually got a small albino. Not sure when that'll be coming in a video, but I do plan on putting it out eventually. Probably once I get enough highlights, because as of now, I don't really have a ton of stuff I can put into a Twitch highlight video. Usually I try to wait until I have enough to at least make a decent sized video, but as of now, I think I only have that and maybe a couple diamond pronghorn, but other than that, not really anything else to go into a Twitch highlights vid, so it'll probably come eventually, but it might be a little bit before you see it, so I might just show it off at the end of the day, kind of show off what we got there, along with everything that we've killed within this video. But let's go ahead and get this albino. Yeah, that is an albino. Okay, awesome. I figured it was based off of what it looked like, but I've been fooled before, so I wanted to make sure. That's actually a really cool looking one. I'm okay with that. That's a really nice rack. It may just be a level 3, but that's a pretty good looking level 3. And obviously, always want to get as many albinos as we can, but that is really cool looking for a level 3. I love that rack. The only thing that I would change is maybe make these front points just a tiny bit longer, and then it would be perfect. But overall, a very nice looking mule deer. Oh my gosh, that's a absolutely giant dilute. Holy. That might be the biggest thing that we've seen all day. It's not a diamond as far as I can tell, but that is a giant. Definitely want to get that down as quickly as we can because I think that might be the biggest dilute I've ever seen. I never really got a giant dilute on the old system, or not the old system, but with the legacy racks. So that's really cool that we were able to find one this soon after the release of the patch. There's another dilute right here, but that guy's not too big, so I won't worry about him right now. We'll probably try to get him a little bit later. In fact, he actually stopped moving, so we'll probably just take him now. If he'll show himself again. There he is. Let him step out again. And there we go. We now have a second dilute mule deer down. Also, I just wanted to note, I'll probably have covered this in the intro of the video, but I went back and watched the first couple sections of this recording, and the audio is completely out of sync for some reason, so I've changed a bunch of things around on OBS, and hopefully everything is good now. It's unfortunate that all of the clips that I had recorded from today are gonna be behind slightly on audio, but I'll probably still... I'll try to edit it to where it seems somewhat normal, but I can't promise anything. But this right here is a monster dilute, honestly. Like, this thing is huge. What a beauty. Alright, let's go ahead and claim this guy. I'm curious how close he is to the actual score estimate. And he was dead on the score estimate, actually. That is a giant dilute mule deer, though. That thing is a true monster. We're taxing this guy for sure. Even though these technically aren't a rare, they're just an uncommon. This is still gonna look fantastic in the trophy lodge. Like, it's gonna look super good. I honestly couldn't ask for anything better as a filler trophy for until we get something better. Definitely a good looking deer. And honestly, this might stay in the lodge permanently if we find a good spot for it that looks good. That is awesome. That is really awesome. It's too bad we haven't found a diamond yet. I'm probably going to hunt around for another half hour to an hour and see if we can find a diamond, but it's not looking so good. This is the only decent sized deer I've been able to get all day after playing for about 4 hours now. I think we're at about 4 hours on the session and nothing when it comes to diamonds or anything even close to diamonds. This is the best thing we've got so far. Alright, here we go. Here's that smaller dilute. This is definitely a much smaller one. Let's go ahead and take a look at him. It's just a level 3. This is one of the weird racks that I don't really like too much, just because it seems like it goes up really high, which personally I don't think this looks very good. Some people may like it, but I personally don't think it's that good of a rack, but everybody has their own views on it, so yeah, not too bad. But I think we'll probably hunt for, like I said, another half hour to an hour and see if we get anything else. And I guess if I do get something else, you guys will see that next. Alright, so for now I've put a couple of these up here on the top floor on these body mounts. They might get replaced eventually if we get some larger ones, but I'd say this is a decent spot for them, having them side by side like this. This guy's rack, like I was saying, not exactly the rack I was hoping to get on a Piebald, but still nice to get a TruRACS Piebald. It is our first. This is our third albino. I'll see if I can toss that other albino up somewhere. I think I've actually got it down somewhere, so we'll try to find it real quickly, and then I'll show it off to you guys. Alright, here it is. This is the one that we got during the Twitch stream today. A very nice looking albino. Well, actually, I guess by the time you guys see this video, it will have been yesterday's Twitch stream, but when I'm recording this, it was today's. But yeah, it's a decent looking little albino. For being a small guy, he definitely does have decent antlers. I'm not too disappointed in the way the smaller ones look. They actually did a pretty good job on them. Definitely looks like a small mule deer. And here it is. Here is our Dilute. This thing looks pretty good. I decided to put it here for now. I might move it at some point, but I figured this is a fitting spot for it. We've got our big albino right here. We've got our highest scoring one right here. And then we've got our Dilute right here. And I think this fits pretty well. Like I was saying, we might move him at some point to maybe a full body mount, but I think this is fine as of now until I reorganize the lodge a little bit. But yeah, had a pretty decent day. Unfortunately, no diamond after day one of TruRACS Mule Deer. Hopefully we'll get one within the next couple days so I can show it off to you guys, but we're having a little bit worse luck with diamonds than typical with the new releases. Usually we get a diamond of at least one of the new species whenever a map comes out within the first day, and we got our TruRACS Diamond Red Deer the first day of the TruRACS release, but haven't been as lucky with the mule deer, unfortunately. But we're getting rares like crazy, so I guess I can't really complain. It's at least something good. But I hope you all enjoyed the video, and that's going to be it for me. If you are new here and you are liking what you see, consider subscribing to the channel and turning notifications on. Also, if you want to help the channel grow, be sure to like the video because this alone can help the video and my channel do better. But that's going to be it for me. Peace, my dudes. I hope you all have a fantastic day.